Welcome to the podcast, everyone. This is going to be a very visual episode for the first 10 minutes. If you are listening to this and not watching it with your beautiful eyes, probably switch to YouTube because I'm about to go into vast detail on what you're seeing before you. If you are looking at this on YouTube, you probably laughed at what you saw in front of you. I don't know what to address first. There's so many different things to address. I guess I'll save the most obvious for last. All right, we have new things behind me. This thing over my shoulder is an AI-generated image that one of you guys sent me a while ago. I'm not going to reveal who, even though she's in this photo. It is me and her. She's pregnant. It is our AI-generated. I didn't ask her permission to put this up. She sent it to me a long time ago, and I just thought it was very funny, so I put it up on the wall. This is the kind of stuff. So, like I said last episode, if anyone ever came into my apartment and saw these things on the wall, they would immediately leave. So I think it's a beautiful photo, and hopefully one day that's what I'll have in my life, a beautiful pregnant woman to caress by the beach. Oh, we're by the beach. It's so nice. We're on the sandy shore. And then what else did I add? Well, we added a blobfish photo, but it's actually not in frame, so I got to move that somewhere else eventually. But I have a screenshot from Hinge over here, which this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to blur out the people that are involved. So the person's blurred out, but I matched with them. I sent them a like, and they said, "No way, I follow you on TikTok." And I don't even know. I have to turn around completely. Hopefully the audio is good. I said, "Do you follow me for my jokes or my stunning looks?" And she said, came for the jokes but stayed for the looks. I can't even read that thing. Came for the jokes but stayed for the looks, folks. That's all we need. Proof is in the pudding right there, so I had to hang that up. And then she proceeded to never message me again. So, do I believe her? Not really, but still evidence right there. All right, then the elephant in the room is it's hot as fuck. This is so hot, this thing. This tracksuit, this blue tracksuit that I don't even know how to describe this thing. I've had this thing for 2 years. My Cookie Monster costume. It's from Adidas. If anyone wants to buy it, I will sell this to you. I've worn it maybe twice or 3 times. I've never worn it in public. And I have the tag still on it. They're right here. So I'm going to sell it as new. Because it is new. I've never worn this thing. But I went to an event in the Adidas store like 2 years ago. I don't remember. Like a friend of mine was inviting me to hang out with him. I haven't seen him. And we went to this event, and they were giving out alcohol, so we got drunk. And they just had these, and then we were like, we should buy them. And there was no reason for us to buy them. I knew it was a bad purchase. The fucking guy at the Adidas store, I remember I was holding it online. He's like, "Yo, that looks fire, bro. You should get that." And I was drunk enough at that time, or I was so drunk, I said this wrong. Even with my drunken state, I knew he was lying to me. I knew that motherfucker was lying. And I was like, okay, cool. When am I going to fucking wear this? I was buying it as a joke. It's fucking expensive. It's like almost $200, I think. But I looked it up on eBay, and people are paying more than I paid for it. So I think it was discontinued. Because who the fuck is going to buy this? What is this? I look like your uncle from Jersey who definitely does weird dealings with his garbage business. Or I look like a peacock. I look like either of those things. This is what they would wear. This is a Tony Soprano suit. So if anyone's interested, maybe the flashy colors. I don't know. Maybe there's some female birds watching that are interested. They're attracted by my... I should do a dance in this. Stand up with some maracas. But yeah, it's fucking hot as... Oh, this thing's so hot. I regret wearing this already. It's been 5 minutes. But yeah, I figured... I went to my parents' house like a week or two ago. And I had a suitcase with me and I had some space. And I saw this in the closet. And I was like, I got to bring that back with me. Or else I'm never going to wear it. So I honestly might sell it after this. I might just sell it. What am I going to use this for? What is this? I should just buy a new costume every week and then sell it again. Just keep cycling through. You guys get tired of seeing me in the same clothes? Probably, right? You like to see when I jazz it up? I should wear this somewhere. I don't know where I could wear this. If I had a show, but we're not at that stage yet. All right. So yeah, that's the visual portion. If you want to go back to Spotify, you can. If not, you want to see my face, beautiful. It looks nice, or this looks chaotic. Honestly, this is way more chaotic than I thought it would be. This is disturbing almost. We replaced a plant with so many knickknacks. This does look like Mr. Krabs' house at this point. Which I'm actually happy about. I need I should frame like a $5 bill or something, or $1. My first ever dollar from what? I actually had my first like a $5 bill I had from doing comedy. I had that, and then I think I used it. I should have kept it. It would have been cool. I think my friend ripped it, actually. He just took it, and I was like, what the fuck? But that's my first $5. And he was like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. Fucking asshole. There's one time, this is a random story I thought, and I think my friend who did this is probably watching this and going to laugh, but it was in freshman year of high school. My friend was sitting in front of me, and he just, for some reason, the teachers handed back our tests, and he for some reason just turned around and like ripped my test in half. And then he turned around and the teacher was just staring at him. And I thought it was funny. I was like, what? It's a stupid thing that you do between friends. And the teacher was like, why the fuck did you do that? And he was just like, he just got so embarrassed. He's like, I don't know. And then we just always talk about it. It's just so stupid. That's something that was so funny when it happened. And our teacher also, did I tell about this teacher who, when he was younger, he fell into a frozen lake. So his vocal cords are fried. So I can't replicate how he sounds, but it sounds like it's very jarring when you first hear him. And the first day of school, I was like crying, laughing. I was an immature boy. I couldn't handle it. But he's a very nice guy, and you get used to it. But the way it's just a whole cacophony of problems. You like that word, cacophony? Cacophone? All right, Groundhog Day happened. I think the fucking Punxsutawney little bitch predicted more winter, which honestly, it's kind of nice outside. So he's wrong. He's always wrong. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not. He doesn't even know what he's doing. That's the crazy part. Groundhog Day, the groundhog himself is not even proclaiming that it's going to be winter. He's just scared of a shadow. He's just being manipulated by guys in top hats, fat white men. They look like Andrew Carnegie in top hats. But I was going to say, Groundhog Day doesn't feel like important. I guess it felt important when you're a 5-year-old because you're like, oh, Chubby Groundhog comes out. But I don't even hear about it. I forget when it is. It's February 2nd, I think, right? I forget when it is. I only hear about it after the fact. I'm like, oh, shit. So it's really it's kind of like, what else is a big holiday that kids only celebrate? Like the 100th day of school? That makes no sense. Why would I celebrate the 100th day of school? I'm not in school. What am I, stupid? I should go back to school. So I'm just sad that Groundhog Day is forgotten. I feel like I would like that in my life sometimes, to wake up and just, oh my God, the groundhog. Did we get school off on Groundhog Day? No, that'd be crazy. That would be something where Donald Trump would make fun of it in like the liberals want to take the kids off for Groundhog Day. A fucking groundhog. Does he curse? He doesn't curse, right? Donald Trump doesn't curse. That's crazy, actually, that man doesn't curse. Or maybe he does. I don't know. I've never heard him curse in my mind. I can't think of it. I can't think of him yelling an F word, which is honestly impressive. I don't want to give him any kudos in this episode, but I feel like we do one kudos for Donald Trump every episode, then we do like 5 demerits. That's what you do. You gotta give him a little bit of an ego boost, and then you go, Pop, I hate you, bro. All right, the Grammys happened this week. Guys, I'm going to be real. I don't give a shit about the Grammys. I don't care about the Grammys. I don't think anyone really... It's cool to win a Grammy, whatever. If I won a Grammy, I'd be like, fuck you guys, I got a Grammy. I could win a Grammy, actually, for comedy. I think they always give out like 1 or 2 awards for that. But it's like a popularity contest. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter who thinks what is good. But some new people I learned about. Doechii won best rap album? Don't know who the fuck Doechii is. Thought it was a Pokemon when I heard about it. But I listened to her music. I could be a grumpy old man all day. Say, who's this fucking Doechii? Look at what they're coming up with. Fucking Doechii? Who's next? Bruce Bochy's going to win. None of you know who Bruce Bochy is. But if I listen to the music, then it's all good. I can be a grumpy old man as long as I listen. There's no 70-year-old racist white men that are listening to Doechii rap. No one's doing that, but I am. So I can pretend to be them for a second. And then I listen to her songs, which I found out I already knew one of her songs. What is it called? Like, What It Is? What It Is, oh, what's... That was so bad. My voice is so dry. What it is, oh, what's up? Every good girl needs a little... I think love, probably, or... I don't know. Every good girl needs a little tug. Don't... That could be misinterpreted. She's pretty good. I listened to her album, something about alligators, I don't even know. Tour around Everglades National Park. She's a good rapper, I'll say that. So congratulations to her. No shade to that. I don't even know who else was up for it. Maybe Kendrick and some other people. Who knows, man? He already won. Let the kids win. Let the freaking kids win their awards. So I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch the Oscars. I don't care. I'll look it up after to see who won. But I don't care. And honestly, part of me really, I'm sad to say, part of me thinks the world would be a better place if a bomb went off at the Grammys. I don't want to kill everyone. I just want to kill some people. Not even kill them. Just maim. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say this anymore. Just if a bomb went off at the Oscars, the Grammys, like part of me thinks the world would be a better place. But I'm not allowed to say that. Hey, I'm not allowed to say that. I can't, even though I just said it. part of me, not a big part of me, my left ear. You want to get mad? Get it mad at my left ear. He says crazy stuff all the time. I can't control him. And then Kanye. Yeah, actually the bomb should be under Kanye's seat because fucking Kanye and his wife. If you didn't see, Kanye went to the Grammys and they brought his wife, who I thought they were getting divorced, by the way. His wife, Bianca Sensori or something like that. I don't know. It's just a smoking hot Italian woman who probably has a lot of plastic surgery. But just I don't even know describe. Just a smoking hot Italian woman who he brought completely naked. She was wearing just like cheesecloth. Fucking, okay. I guess that's in the Italian theme. Was she making mozzarella before him? She didn't have time to get dressed. Fucking, she's completely naked. Her boobs are out. And that's just them on the runway. And everyone's yelling at Kanye. Guys, listen, Kanye is an insane man. That man is insane, clinically insane. He's crazy, but we can't just assume his wife is like some woman he's forcing to do whatever. She probably wanted to do that. She's her own woman. In my mind, they were divorced, so I guess they reconciled or whatever. I'm sure she likes it. She's probably insane, too. She's probably like drinks his blood or something. I don't know. This woman is probably... She's super hot, like I just said many times. Very attractive. Sometimes very attractive people are crazy. I know myself because I'm insane. That's how it goes. So she was completely naked. I'm surprised they let her there. There was kids looking at her. It's just crazy. It's just, there's a very thin line being drawn between sexual, like what we allow sexually on TV and what we don't. And the line is eroding. The line used to be very thick before. Now it's very thin and it's eroding. Whatever. We're going to have... Basically going to be showing porn in the classroom soon, but I digress. So that was kind of crazy, and I don't know, man. Good for them. It's nice when you find a crazy person to marry. I guess for Kanye, all it takes is having $1 billion. That's really all it takes. Think about this. This should be inspirational to all of you. If you're crazy or weird and you can't find a woman, listen, all it's going to take is $1 billion. All it takes is to be a world-class musician and $1 billion. So it's right at your doorstep, guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's very easy to achieve your goals. You could get whoever you want for $1 billion, theoretically. Not really. Not in all practice. I think in my mind, I want a wife who wouldn't be with anyone else for $1 billion. I think I want to know that the person I'm with doesn't care about my money. But that's hard. That's hard. The ones that... There's people that are good at pretending. We'll say that. There are people that are lying. They lie. They pretend... I don't know. At a certain point, $1 billion, what's the difference between someone's lifestyle if they're a regular person, $10 million and $1 billion? I mean, you become an irregular person with $1 billion. You go crazy. You start bringing your naked wife. I'm surprised she wasn't on a leash, honestly. But I think it's probably her. They're probably on the same page. They're probably just as weird as each other. No one ever talks to this woman. Who's interviewed her? What does she even do? I don't know. I have no clue what this woman does. I just know I'm jealous of him having this wife. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to be with her. If I had a wife that looked like her that was cooler, then yeah, sure. But her, no. Okay, I guess there's a lot of... I rarely talk about music. Isn't that crazy? I rarely talk about music on here, which, I guess I'm not a big music nerd or music connoisseur. I'm not... there was another thing in the Grammys. There was they were interviewing some guy. I don't even know his name. Some industry legend who... I said that in quotes. He definitely is, but... If you're not a music nerd, you don't know who half these people are. It's like some guy who's produced every hit song. Who the fuck is... I don't know who that guy is. Some random dude who sits in a swivel chair all day and clicks buttons. But he's like the biggest music mastermind. I don't know. I'm a casual. I don't know who that is. But they were interviewing him on the red carpet, and then there was two ladies. And then one of them saw Chapel Roan, and she just completely zoned out of the interview and started talking. He was like, "Hey, Chapel," which people are calling for her job. And I was like, "Oh, that's too extreme." But I looked at the videos. It was pretty bad, actually. It was actually pretty bad. It was very disrespectful. Extremely disrespectful. And listen, I'm never going to call for someone's job, I'll be honest. You would have to do something so egregious to me. You'd have to probably kill me. You'd have to stab me in my neck, and then I'd be like, still, you had a bad day. You had a rough day, it's fine. But yeah, that was pretty bad. So I don't know. She apologized afterwards. I'm sure, people apologize because they know they're in deep shit. They're like, fuck. But yeah. I don't know. If she loses her job, she loses her job. Sometimes the fandom of... I will never try to get on the bad side of any of these fandoms because holy shit, these people are insane. If I say one bad thing about Beyonce right now, I will die. They'll shoot me through the window. Truly, they'll come. It'll be a bunch of 17-year-old Asian girls or whatever, and they'll kill me. They will skin me alive and wear me as a costume. They will ruin my career. It's amazing how easily your career can be ruined by just making fun of anyone slightly with a big following. That's the sad part of today. I don't know. One day, if I'm big enough, I'll protect those people. I'll be the shield. You can make fun of whoever you want. I think you should be able to make fun of whoever you want. I should be able to make fun of Taylor Swift so viciously right now. And the repercussions should be that she can make fun of me, not that armies of her minions, 15-year-old girls, hate me and stone me to death when I walk down the street. But once again, I digress. We're using the word digress a lot here. It's a perfect word for this. What can I do? So the next one is also about music. The Weeknd released a new album. If you don't know, The Weeknd is my favorite artist. The man, the myth, the legend. It was a good album. I listened to it on the night it came out, and it was long. I was kind of getting tired, and I was like, all right, this is good, but can it end quickly? I'm trying to go to sleep. But I listened to it again, and it's good. I think my favorite album by him is After Hours, which is his two ago albums. 2020 was when it was released. That's a killer album. I don't listen to albums ever, so I don't know. Probably like, whatever. So, but it's all good. The songs are good, and he had a sale for the concert today, and I got on the sale and I bought tickets. I do not go to many concerts, but this one I was like, I have to go. I've never seen him live, and sadly it's in MetLife Stadium, which is in New Jersey. Ugh. Excuse me, I had to throw up. In New Jersey, I have to travel. It's so annoying to get there. But he originally only had Thursday, and then he added Friday, and then he just added Saturday. So I bought Thursday's tickets because that was first, and I was rushing. I joined the queue on Ticketmaster's fucking stupid ass website. There were 66,000 people ahead of me. Okay, cool. The population of Wyoming was ahead of me on the fucking ticket link. But I got 2 tickets, and then I was like, I'd rather go on Friday, so I bought 2 tickets to Friday. So I have back-to-back dates. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably sell the Thursday ones. But then they released Saturday. I'm like, okay, you're just ruining the price of my ticket. I'm assuming I get to sell it for what I paid, but I was hoping I could make a little profit. I don't know. We'll see. So 3 nights, sold out, MetLife Stadium. Hopefully he doesn't lose his voice. I know there was a track on the album. I think it's called I Can't Fucking Sing. I can't fucking sing! I'll step in for him. If he can't sing, I'll go on the stage. And I'll sing, You Wanna Be High for This. Whoa! Okay. That was for you, Alma. She said she likes when I sing. Yeah, if you guys want me to shout you out specifically on this spot, I will. I'll shout out my fans. No problem. What the fuck do I have on here? Oh, Happy Black History Month. Sorry, that was not a good segue into that. Happy Black. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that anymore. I'm not sure if Elon Musk is going to let me do that. Did Donald Trump sign an executive order to put me in jail for saying Happy Black History Month? I'm not sure yet. I'm not even sure if I can say black people exist. I'm not sure. I want to make sure I'm doing everything correct, Mr. Trump. Please, let me see my family. Happy Black History Month, February. You know, I guess I'm not a Black History Month celebrator. What are you supposed to do to celebrate? I'm not black, obviously. I think when my family did my DNA test, it was like, at one point it was like a 10% North African, I think. So like, North African, some people don't even consider, they're not even that black. Or they're not even black, really. They're like French Montana, Moroccan looking people. Like, they're not, I was kind of, it's like, do you consider Palestinians black? Not really, so, But I'm not saying I don't want to be black. That'd be cool if I was black. I would tell everyone if I was black. I'd be like, hey guys, by the way, 10% black. But yeah, what am I going to say? I don't celebrate Black History Month because what am I supposed to do? Like, be more friendly with black people, make more black friends? That's just racist. I actually did go on a date with a black girl this year, so I guess I did. But that didn't go anywhere. So yeah, it's important. Whatever. If Black History Month, if black people decided they wanted Black History Month to not exist, whatever. But Donald Trump deciding it, bro, come on. Who cares? Just make it a month. Who cares? You don't have to bow down to people during Black History Month. Honestly, I think most black people kind of treat it as a joke. Not as a joke, but they're kind of like, they kind of make like joke, like, hey, you got to treat me better. Now it's Black History Month. So it's like fun. It's just a fun month almost. If there was like an Italian History Month, it'd be cool. And I'd just be like, hey, you got to, every person I know would be like, you can't be mean to me. It's month. It's Italian History Month. But I wouldn't yell at them if they were actually mean. I wouldn't be like, you're racist. So I think it's just a cool month to talk about. And the fact that it's being I don't even know what is being removed about. I don't even fucking know. They were like repealing Juneteenth as well. Fucking, oh my God. I'm trying to not talk about Donald Trump, motherfucker. We'll talk about it a little bit, but not really. Well, okay, one thing I always, this is my one gripe with Black History Month, which is not even a gripe anymore, but just for a long time, they would always mention like famous black people, important black people in history, and they would always mention George Washington Carver, who I was told when I was younger was the inventor of peanut butter. And I was like, all right, there would be like Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, or Harriet Tubman, whatever. And I was like, oh, by the way, also we're going to throw in the guy who invented peanut butter. And I was just like, why is he in there? What the fuck? It's such important black people. And I was like, hey, I invented peanut butter. Hey, I invented the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just a random guy. I was like, what the hell is he doing in here? Why is he there? No offense to George Washington Carver. And I looked it up. He didn't even invent peanut butter, number one. He was way more. He was like an agricultural scientist and stuff. He invented a bunch of other shit. So I guess they were just trying to make it understandable for kids. Or like, oh, he invented peanut butter. But in my mind, I was always like, he doesn't belong there. He's a cool guy. You know, don't get me wrong. I love peanut butter. I got some in my pantry right now. I was like, why is he here? Why is he in this group? So my bad, George Washington Carver. That's a cool name too. Well, I think he was a slave when he was... I looked up his whole biography. I was like, cool. I think he was a slave when he was younger, so I don't know if that was named after the slave guy, the slave master. That sucks. But, the great story to come out of that and then invent peanut butter and make a bunch of modern advancements in farming and stuff and all that agricultural science. So, he deserves to be mentioned, but I think in my mind... I guess that's my proof that I was a sharp kid, because I'm like, this doesn't make sense. The fuck do I care about peanut butter, bro? My friends all die when they eat peanut butter. We lost half our class to peanut butter. And when we praise this guy, this is ridiculous. So yeah, George Washington Carver, amen to that. And who would be added? I feel like Obama for sure. Obama's a shoo-in for 100 years from now when you add more people to Black History Month. Maybe like Beyonce. I don't even know. I do not know. Well, the way the country's going, we will not have a Black History Month. We might not even have black people in 100 years. We might not even have anyone who doesn't have blue eyes and blonde hair. So, you never know. Which, whatever. Whatever, man. They're trying to get rid of DEI. They're blaming everything on DEI. The plane crash. I'm trying to not... It's so ridiculous. And I think some Republicans and some people who voted for Donald Trump are going to be like, hey, bro, can you, chill for, a second? Can you, chill? This is fucking stupid. He's blaming the plane crash on DEI. It just makes no sense. It's ridiculous. When you blame everything on DEI, then no one's going to believe you. You can't always blame everything on one thing. Fucking stupid. It's the boy who cried wolf. At a certain point, it's like, okay, you can't keep doing this, bro. You can't keep doing it. We're not going to believe you. Some of these people that voted for you are so dumb, even they're not going to believe you. And so if they don't believe you, who's left? Who is left? But it's just, some people with the DEI thing, it's kind of just used as an anti-minority thing, in the sense that anytime anyone, let's say a black person, gets a job, some of these people are so racist, they're just like, that was DEI. They only got that because they're black. And it's like, okay, well then you're just saying black people can never have these jobs, basically, because no matter what, you're going to be like, oh, it's DEI. So if they had some self-reflection to understand that, some of them would probably admit, they'd be like, yeah, black people don't deserve these jobs. Some of them probably don't even understand what they're saying. But it's just fucking stupid. And it is stupid to only hire the most, in some cases not, but to hire the most qualified, because that's not even a thing. Most qualified. It's like, what does that mean? What exactly is the metric? Is it a number? Let's say you have a guy that's been working for 20 years in something. Let's say here's the scenario. Let's say you have a boring white guy who's been working in the field for 20 years. He's good at his job. Good at his job, right? And then you have a black woman who's been in the field for 15 years, but she's really cool and really fun. And let's say she also she's an expert whale watcher or something. I don't even know what scenario I'm making up. She's the coolest whale watcher, and she has really cool whale facts, and everyone loves when she talks about whales. You would say, oh, in some of these people's minds, they go, oh, let's hire the white guy because he has more years of experience. He's more qualified. At a certain point, you got 20 years versus 15 years. This lady is more fun. She likes whales. What's the qualification difference? Nothing. There's no qualification. So we're going purely based on numbers. If you're admitting people to a college based on you have a 1500 SAT score or a 1490 SAT score, you're just going to get you can mix it up a little bit. These people are still qualified. There's a cutoff for qualification. Once you're past that, then I feel like it shouldn't matter anymore. But these people are just, oh, they're not qualified enough. So the idea that we're hiring people just because they're minorities and they're not actually qualified, that's fucking stupid. They might be slightly less qualified. I guess, sure, in some instances, they might be slightly less qualified, but still very qualified. And we all know the truth. I feel like we all know it. Fucking, this is a comedy podcast, bro. I don't fucking need to say this shit. Don't need to fucking say this garbage. Instead, let's talk about fucking Elon Musk. I don't even know what he's doing. Hiring a bunch of like kids. I got so disturbed looking at this. I don't even know I didn't want to read the whole article. He's hiring a bunch of fucking like interns from college to look at my social security number or whatever. Look at my fucking, I don't even know what he's doing. I don't even know. I just saw a bunch of dumb kids looking faces. That was not even English. Bunch of dumbass kids' faces. They all look like they joined the worst fraternity on campus, and a girl didn't want to dance with them, but I'm not going to say it. I fucking hate these kids already. I mean, it's not their fault. I guess if Elon Musk was like, hey, you want to join my organization? I'll pay you money. Back in the day, maybe I would have joined. I don't know, as a kid. But they're easy to hate, to look at them. But like, what do they have access to? The entire government? What is this? I don't even know what is this fucking organization? What the heck is this? I do not trust this man anymore. I do not. Elon Musk. I hope this works out well. I don't even know. I don't want to talk about it because there's no point. It's just when you look at it on face value right now, this shit's insane. Hopefully there's a plan, and hopefully he's not evil. And I don't know if I want to believe that he is evil or not. I really don't know. He could very well be evil. What can you do? I'm not gonna. Let's all calm down. You guys ever take a deep breath? You're still alive. I'm still alive. You have your friends. You have your family. You walk outside. The birds are chirping. I was so happy today walking down the street. I was like, wow, today's such a great day. I love my life, man. So just take a step back. When you see Elon Musk doing some stupid shit, think about how sad his life is right now. He's just on his computer all day, posting memes, arguing with liberals on Twitter, and then he also has to manage this team of 10 interns. I mean, he's also a billionaire, so, whatever. It's probably not that bad. I tried to convince myself it was bad. It's probably not that bad. It's probably a pretty cool life. Fuck. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I don't know what to do. As soon as it might be illegal to, say any of this stuff against them, so whatever. Might be illegal. It might be illegal to have new pronouns, too, one day. That'll be crazy. I guess he's already signed the law that there's only two genders. Not a law, a fucking executive order. I don't even know what an executive order is. He's just signing a million shits. Which, I'm not going to say it's a good thing. It's not a good thing, but like, it would be nice. Not nice. It wouldn't be nice. I'm just saying it's easier to not have to think about what gender someone is, even though it's very easy. Like, I went on a date once, and the girl was talking about her friend, and she kept saying they. And she was like my cousin's friend's uncle, like one of those sentences was like a million, and she was like they, and I was like, who is they? And she kept saying it. I was like, who is they? And she was like, oh, like they're like non-binary, and she thought I was like arguing against people being like non-binary or trans or whatever. And I was like, no, I just have no idea who you're talking about. That's the most complicated sentence ever. My cousin's uncle, sister's mother is they. I was like, who's they in the story? You named 50 people right now. And she was like, oh, you're right. So it does get kind of confusing. I mean, not that it would have been less confusing if they said she or he. I would still been like, what? But it was kind of confusing. So it does require a second. I feel like you just need to give people like a grace period to like get used to it. And then, you can expect them to say it. But, yeah, not that banning won't change that, because people will still want to be called that. People would go to jail for being called the right pronoun and forcing other people to call them that. People would gladly go to jail. And they should. I mean, whatever, man. What the fuck? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done talking about this fucking guy. I can't take it anymore. Next week, we'll see. Next week, I'll just be like, hey, my house is being foreclosed. He's actually taking all of our property. I have to work in a farm because I posted this episode. I'm a political prisoner. All right, sports, fucking... no one cares. I'm going to be very brief about the Luka Dončić trade. None of you care about that, I don't think. But crazy things are happening in the basketball world, and I kind of I'm dressed like an agent, a basketball agent almost. I feel like I'm dressed like a Mavericks super fan right now. I could wear this to a game, and they'd be like, yo, where'd you get that? That's crazy. But he was traded, a crazy trade. I don't even know. I remember I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck? I think everyone saw that, and we're like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Yeah. I don't even know how to express this. If you don't watch sports, I don't know how to. It's like Obama being traded for Justin Trudeau. Let's just that's the equivalent. If you care, Obama when they're both president, it's like the same thing. It's like that. It's like, all right, we had Obama, but I guess we get the guy. I guess we get a guy who did blackface once, so he's kind of black. I don't know. I guess it's a fair trade. That actually is the exact trade. So yeah, whatever. We'll see how it goes, but fucking weird shit. More sports stuff. There's another football player accused of being a pervert at massage parlors. Apparently, that's an NFL player's favorite thing to do is abuse women at the massage parlor. He claims his innocence. I don't know. Well, no one knows. I'm inclined to believe the women because I assume all men are sleazy and disturbing, and especially if there's like dozens of them. There's so many women coming out about. I don't even know. It's just listen. I don't. This is gonna sound weird, but like, if you're a professional athlete, I assume you can get ladies. These guys are all married and have girlfriends. First of all, so they're all cheaters. Number one. But I assume you could get women otherwise. You don't need to be sleazy. If you were like some guy's weird, creepy uncle, I would get these stories more. If you went to massage parlors, like the other day, I was on I was in my hometown street. I was taking the bus home, and I saw this. There was a massage parlor. And I saw this guy come out. He was like an older, middle-aged Italian man, and he kind of looked sleazy. And I was like, oh shit, he went in there for you know what? And he was like looking both ways. He was crossing the street like to his car, like blocks away. He didn't want to be filmed going in there. I was like, nice. That's the guy who I'd expect to go in those places. A guy who's after was like, hey, sweetheart, can you give me a little, touch me a little bit? Hey, give me a little, I'll slip you a $5. You know, give me a little tug, you know. Give me a little love. My wife's haven't putting out lately. That's the kind of guy I would expect to be in these places. And professional athletes, like, bro, what are you doing? Like Deshaun Watson, bro, these are like good-looking men, millionaires. It's just about this is some perversion. It's just they're perverted and they're creepy, and they want power of these people who don't want to perform these acts. It's just ridiculous. So. You know, I have no sympathy for them. And honestly, people who frequent massage parlors, it's kind of, especially for that kind of thing, even if it's consensual, even if you're not like aggressively asking people to do it, you know, what is consensual really? It's illegal, isn't it? And are these people, do they want to do it? Probably not. I don't think they do. So it's just a whole fucking mess. But I don't know, it's fucking sleazy people. Oh, it's just so annoying to hear this. But I'm sure there's probably other NFL players shaking in their boots like, oh my God. I'm sure they talk probably. They go, hey, that massage lady did that to me. She'll probably do it for you. People in the same team, they're like, hey, you can go to that place. Men do that. There's like whole forums probably online. I feel like I heard some guy talking about this once. This is very suspicious on me that I knew there was a forum. I promise I've never been to one of these places. I would tell you if I had. I wouldn't have gone in that whole diatribe if I had. But this is where people go, yeah, that one's good. That one has it. That one's got the stuff. Wink, wink. That one has the. They do it for you on that one. So I assume a lot of them do it. I don't even know. I've never gotten a massage because I'm too ticklish. I can't do it. I fucking can't do it. If you touch me, I'm gonna start crying, laughing. But yeah, I don't fucking know. These professional athletes, dude. You give a guy a little bit of money and some fame, and he goes to his head. He thinks everyone wants to touch him. So fuck you, Justin Tucker. He's like one of the greatest kicker in NFL history. Which, all right, what is it? The greatest bat boy in MLB history? No one really cares about kickers. But, yeah, tough luck, bro. Tough luck for being a creep. Oh, another sports player who's a predator type man, Trevor Bauer. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a baseball player. He was annoying before he got accused of his assault, which he definitely did. If you don't know the story, I'll explain it very quickly. This was a long time ago. This was a few years ago, and I wish I had a podcast then that I could talk about it. But basically, he, there was this lady who. She is kind of a problem, I guess. She was like hooking up with a bunch of baseball players. That's just some of these people just like hooking up with athletes. They're women who just like that's their job, hooking up with athletes. Whatever, do what you got to do, ladies. If that's what you want to do in life. Whatever. But she hooked up with Trevor Bauer. They had sex, and I guess they might have done it a couple times. I'm gonna tread lightly on this story because I'm not exactly sure if I remember the details correctly. But at one point, he like, I think she wanted, or there's some argument about whether she wanted him to do this, but. He like knocked her out and like had sex with her when she was unconscious. It was like crazy stuff, and he somehow like fractured her skull as well, which is like crazy. And he was suspended for this a while ago. He was suspended from his team. He's now out of the league. He's playing baseball in Japan or whatever. No team wants him, even though he's good. Like I'll say objectively, he's a good Maybe not amazing anymore. He used to be very good at a certain point, but he's kind of cheating. That's a whole other story. He should be on a team, but he's just a fucking asshole. He's just a dickhead. He's really taking no responsibility for what he did. And even if it's consensual, I'm sorry, who's going around fracturing women's skulls consensually? Who's going around doing that? Even if it's a thing, that's just a weird thing to do, bro. You're a weird guy. I'm sorry. You're a weird man. He's like, oh, it was consensual. I was cleared of all wrongdoing. I just fracture and choke women unconscious because they like me to. Okay, he doesn't apologize for anything. He's just being a dickhead. He's just being annoying. No team wants him because it's bad publicity. Honestly, if a team I rooted for had him, if the Mets got him, I'd be fucking pissed. I don't know what I would do. I'd be so pissed. No team wants it. It's bad publicity. But he keeps going on Twitter. He's like, any team should hire me. I'll play for literally $-. I'll pay you to play on your team. I want to be on the team. There's no reason for me not to hire you. Yeah, it's because you're a fucking asshole, bro. Because no one likes you. You're going to be a clubhouse cancer. No one on the team's probably going to like you. You're just a fucking annoying dude. You're not a role model. How do you explain to a child? Oh, what did Trevor Bauer do? Oh, he just fractured her skull, but he's all good. Oh, but he did it consensually. Look up to him, Johnny. Look up to this man. Look up to your favorite athlete it's just, that's not a thing. You know, guys, I'm assuming all these athletes, like I just said, there's women all around, they all want to be. There's some women professionally just like being with athletes, whatever. It's one thing. You want to do that, go ahead. We've all been there. We've all had frivolous relationships. But if you're seeing women and just fracturing their skulls and just be like, oh, I was in the right with that, bro. I'm just fucking doing fun stuff with my ladies. I don't know, man. You're a little bit weird. And the best way to do it is like, I'm sorry for my actions. I'm so sorry. That's how you get back in the league. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done it. I wasn't in my right mind. And not, bro, I didn't do anything wrong. Let me back. Bro, I'm super good. I'm like the best player in the league. You guys need me back. Guy's a fucking asshole. And him and his agent, I think he's having a relationship with his agent too. It's fucking crazy. He's not even that attractive. He's like a pudgy dad bod looking dude. I don't know. If his fans came after me, I don't even give a shit. I just said about Taylor Swift's fans, bro. If his fans, I don't fucking care. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Trevor Bauer. All right. Speaking of hot women with athletes, this is just related to hot women. I read today that you can actually get your boobs enlarged. It's a new procedure. Think about this one, ladies. With a plasma-rich platelet injection into your boobs, they can become bigger. They just inject basically your own blood into your boobs. Boobs get filled with blood and they get bigger. And it makes it look more natural because it's just like, it's not like you don't have to cut them open. I don't fucking know what I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to interest some of you. Some of you guys listen. If you're interested, I'm not going to complain about people getting bigger boobs. Hey, the world's a big place. It could use a little bit of filling out. Let's just say that. So do what you got to do. I just didn't know there was these procedures that are going around. I thought you had to go under the knife to get bigger, which let me be clear, I'm not a fan of. I don't think it looks that good, but if it looks natural. So I don't know what the point of this is. Like if I had a affiliate link for that. If I had an affiliate link for the boob and enlargement. I should get them done to myself. I wonder if I could do that. Soon we're all going to look perfect. We're all going to be born, and then we're going to be like, what can we change? And as a kid, we're going to get injections to look perfect. We're all going to be so beautiful. We're all going to look exactly the same. It's going to be kind of sad. Ozempic and boob enlargements. I mean, whatever. Listen, if every girl had big boobs, I would be the last person to complain. I'm going to be honest. The last person. But that'd be kind of crazy if we all had plastic surgery and then kids were just born. And you're like, that's what the kid looked like. That's what we look like. That's what our offspring's going to look like. It's like the most grotesque baby, little gargoyles being born. And then that's why we have to inject them. To make us all look the same. Let's all look the same. Oh, that's going to be a great world. It's too bad I'm going to be dead when that happens. It's not going to be a great world. I was lying. Okay, I heard a new conspiracy theory on Twitter. It was so stupid, but I have to talk about it. The conspiracy theory is that Jeffrey Epstein is a vampire and was also President Andrew Jackson. That's it. The only way this conspiracy exists is because someone put his face up to the Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill and they matched up pretty perfectly. So, Andrew Jackson is Jeffrey Epstein. And he's been alive. He didn't die. He didn't die in the cell. He's a vampire. That was an excuse so he can live on. I would believe it. If there was a vampire around, I would believe it, honestly. That'd be kind of crazy. I don't think people would find out, honestly. I don't think we would discover. I think they've been living around for so long that they'd be so hidden, so well hidden. Yeah, I could believe it. And listen, I'll be real. If you're a vampire that's lived around for thousands of years, you probably don't look at aging the same way we do. You're probably going to be prone to pedophilic tendencies. I don't know. Maybe they're sucking those girls' blood. Well, some of them are alive still. I don't know. Who knows, man? I don't know why it sounds like I'm justifying this. My guy, listen, when you're 2,000 years old, you got to do what you got to do. No. But I could believe it. And Andrew Jackson was a controversial president, didn't he? The Native Americans hated him, I'll tell you that. They hate... Wait, I'm actually not allowed to say Native Americans again, I think. I think Donald Trump is... They're trying to scrub Native Americans and they're trying to scrub it from records. This is insane, dude. I'm not allowed... They're going to... Neuralink is going to wipe my mind of Native Americans existing. I think that's what it's going to be. I will never put that in my brain. I'm sorry. I will not do that. The last bastion. I'll put one that I invent, but not Elon's. There's no way. At a certain point, maybe we have to put them in to compete with everyone else. Whatever. Hopefully I accomplish everything I need to accomplish before then. But that's just fucking crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know if you think Jeffrey Epstein is a vampire. I could believe it. I posted this on my website, guys. I don't know if you go to meatsangria.com. There's a link on there that has if you can suggest your own topics, number one, so you can put them on there. I put this there, and you could vote on it. And I might do some of those topics on a future episode. So I put this one on there for people to vote on. And yeah, so I have to take it off. Actually, that's the I got to remove it from the episode. But you can suggest whatever. You can ask me a question. You can ask me for life advice. I don't know. I've lived so many lives. I've worked so many jobs. You can ask me for whatever you want, and I'll answer. Unless you're so wholehearted. Unless you ask some crazy stuff. But hey, man, take a look at my foreskin and see what's wrong. Privately, I will not do that. All right. Okay, this is a story. It's another weird story, and I read it, and I just looked it up before I filmed this, and I could not find it anywhere. So I don't know if it's real, but it was so funny that I had to include it. It was so bizarre. But I'm gonna assume it's not real because I couldn't find it. And it should be something to easily find. Too much explaining. Story is American man flies to Mongolia thinking it was Missouri and doesn't notice for 3 days. That's it. American man flies. I think this is like The Onion. I think I was pranked, but I remember reading it. I feel like it was a real news website, but they might have deleted it because it was fake. But I'm just gonna assume it's real and talk about it if it's real, even though I'm pretty sure it's fake. American man flies to Mongolia, and the thing was like I haven't been to Missouri in a while, so I guess this is just what it is. They don't speak English here. That is perfect, like racism fuel. Oh, look at this fucking country. It was like a man from a small town. Look what happened to my country. There's so many Asians here, so many fucking Mongols. Is that a slur, Mongols? It sounds like a Mongoloids. Is that a thing? Am I gonna get demonetized? Not even monetized. Genghis Khan would be upset about that. But yeah, the fucking Missouri man, he couldn't speak, probably couldn't communicate with anyone. I don't even know if he left the airport. I assume he did. This story has to be fake. There's no fucking way. You have to be an Amish man to believe this. You actually have to be an Amish. You have to be a man that has no contact with the outside world. So I don't know. It was just so funny. What's the amount? That's a good question. What's the longest amount of time it would take for you to notice you are in a different place than your flight than you thought you were going to? Why is it every time I try to say a sentence that I just thought of, I can't say it correctly? What's the longest amount of time it would take for you if you flew to the wrong destination to notice if you didn't look at any of the signs and didn't see? Because then it would be easy. If you just got there and you were like, okay, time to go, how long would you take to notice? I don't know. It's a good question. If they spoke the same language, probably a while. And you can't look on the map. This is a great question. You can't, like, the map doesn't give you any hints. It's just like you're there and you're like, something's up. It would depend if the weather was the same and they spoke the language I was expecting them to speak, bro, I may never find out. I may come home, man, the Dominican Republic was great. Like, bro, you were in fucking Haiti. Those are right next to each other. That was the worst example. I had one chance to make a good example for you all and I failed. It's not even, I don't even think they speak Haitian there, right? Completely wrong. Fucking stupid. Puerto Rico versus the Dominican Republic. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'd probably offend someone and be like, hey, I love the Dominican Republic. Like, what? I fucking hate the Dominican. Do they have a rivalry? I don't even know. In baseball, they probably do, but in general, I feel like they don't. I feel like they're just so happy in the Caribbean, besides Haiti or some other places. My bad, Haiti. I don't know. It just seems like your country is... You got your president gets assassinated. You got earthquakes and stuff. Hurricanes. Poor Haiti, man. Poor Haiti. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about Haiti. And the French decimate Haiti. Everyone hates the French. Oh, this is a cool story. Not cool at all. I lost my phone this weekend, but I got it back. I lost my phone. It was a night out. I was celebrating. My friend was going home, or not going home. What the fuck's completely wrong? Moving to a different state. And we went out, got very drunk, and the end of the night, I lost my phone. And it was in the taxi. It somehow fell out of my pocket in the taxi. And I didn't know that, so we were furiously trying to find it, trying to find my iPhone. And we finally found it. My brother was like, oh, it's here. And I was like, oh, it must be in the taxi because it keeps moving. So I kept calling it. I was like trying to figure out if I can get the taxi number through the person who paid for the taxi. Couldn't. And then I kept calling it. And then the guy answers like, oh, I have your phone. And I was like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I love you. Hell yeah, man. And then he's like, I'll call you right back. I'll drive it to you. And then he hung up. I was like, wait, you don't even have my address? What the heck? No. Get me my phone. So I called him like 5 times probably. I called him and I was like, hey, or he gave me his phone number. I remember he was giving me his phone number. And he was like, it was like 82 something. And I was like, all right, 82. And he's like, no, 2. And I was like, yeah, 82. He's like, no, 2. And I was like, yeah, 82. And he went on like 3. I was like, okay, 82. And I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. What do you think I was saying, bro? What the heck? 82, whatever. So I wrote his phone number down, even though he could talk to me through my phone. But whatever. We did that back and forth. And then finally I gave my address, and then he came. And then he was like, yeah, I'll be there soon. And he was in like Brooklyn. And then he came way later. But whatever, they got my phone. An angel in disguise. My man, that's the closest I've ever been to having a hostage situation. This man with my phone. He took it on a joyride across the city. My phone got to sightsee. And then he got there and he's like, yeah, it was like $38 to come from Brooklyn. So I had to pay that, which, it's a small price to pay for my phone. I gave him a $50. So $12 for being a sweetie pie. Which maybe I should have given him more, but I guess for him it's really nothing. It's as if he had a passenger. And he probably could have charged me more, whatever. I don't care, man. So I got my phone. It would have been a nightmare to get a new phone. I don't even know if I could film it. I filmed this on my phone. So thank God. I'm usually so good. I never lose anything. So this was like, I didn't even know how to react. I was like, fuck. I wasn't even like nervous. I was just like, damn. Fuck. It's like losing, it's kind of like losing a girl, but not your girlfriend. Just like losing a girl that you like kind of liked. That's how my relationship with my phone. It's like a girl that I liked and I was like excited about, but like I wasn't in love with her. I was like, fuck, man. She was so cool. That's my phone. My phone to me. Hello, sweetie. I see you over there. Yeah, so that was it. And I got my phone back. So nice. What if I had to buy? I don't know if insurance covers it if I lose it in a taxi. Probably not. I mean, it's my own fault. I'm a drunken idiot. I think the problem was I switched jackets with a person that we were with. I guess I'll call them my friend, an acquaintance. I switched jackets with her for some reason. She was like, let me take your jacket. I don't even know. Some stupid shit. I think that somehow my phone came out through that. So I'll blame it on her, even though it's not her fault. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't care. What can you do? But I got my phone back. Hell yeah. And there's good people in this world. Someone could have stole my phone. They could have sold it to China. They could have tried to hack into my phone. I have everything backed up, though. I think I'm pretty well prepared. Not obviously to film things, because that would have sucked. I don't have an alternative thing to film with, which maybe I should get one. I have my Canon camera, which eventually I need to figure out how to film this with that. But yeah, so if any one of you lost a phone and didn't get it back, I'm so sorry. But you guys got to get better at calling taxi drivers. You got to get better at calling your friend. My friend, I have your phone. That is what he sounded like. That was not racist. Okay, it came to my attention. I just want to brag about my amazing senses. That I have an amazing sense of memory associated with smells. I don't even know how to describe this. Does that make sense when you heard that? Am I just speaking out of my ass? Like a weird hippie person smoking in the woods? Like when I smell something that I associate with a particular moment, it like brings me back into that moment so wholeheartedly. It's crazy. It could be like a cologne or something, or like just any smell. I'm like transported there. It's kind of feel like if I can manipulate that to my benefit, like I can, if I want to remember something, I get a unique scent and I just smell it in that moment, and then I trap it, and then when I want to remember that again, I just smell it again. It's like as an old man on my deathbed, I just have a collection of smells, and I smell them all one at a time, and I relive my life. I might try that out. I might see if that can work. But it was kind of cool. I don't even know what I was smelling. It was like a cologne that I hadn't worn in a while. I was like, this brings me back to April 2nd, 17, 2000, whatever. I don't know, what cologne I was going to say like 2006. What cologne am I wearing as an 8-year-old boy? Showing up to the elementary school, dapper as fuck. All the girls wanted me because I was wearing Sauvage cologne. No, I think 8-year-old boys all smell like shit. That's the rule. You either smell like poop or you smell like mud. But it's fun. So smells are important to me. Good smells, like not bad ones. I don't know. Maybe bad ones. I do think I've said if I smell ayahuasca again, I will know and it will make me gag. So maybe bad ones as well. It just triggers me very intensely. It's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I don't know how to make unique smells though. I need to like get a chemistry set. Someone should buy that for me for my birthday. It's like a make your own chemistry thing with vials of potions that smell, and I can just waft them under my nose. That'd be kind of nice. How long can smells last? That's a good question too. Like years? Like 100 years? I don't know. All right, we have one little tidbit. I'm surprised I didn't sweat to death in this thing. This is fucking so hot. This thing, oh my god. I'm so hot as well. If you don't believe me, check the thing. If you don't believe me, check the fucking poster behind me, guys. That's right. I didn't hear any of you complaining. You bums. All right, I'm sending more likes. It's not going well. We all know I'm still single. I'm still lonely. I sent a bunch on one of these days, whatever. I sent a bunch to people taller than me. I was like, I'm going to change. I'm just going to see if anyone taller than me likes me. Like, because sometimes, like, this is like a game where, like, if I'm the same height as a girl and I match with her, she's probably like, is this guy lying about his height? Is he actually the same height as me? So, you got to play to your advantage by swiping on people shorter than you so they know you're actually taller than them. But when they're explicitly taller than me in the app, they know I'm shorter. Are any of them interested in a short king? Perhaps. That's what my logic was. Perhaps they would be interested in me. And none of them were. So that's the synopsis of that. I don't know how many likes I sent out, but it's a good amount. I was swiping 6'2", 5'11", bam, 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 bing, bam, boom. Trees I could climb all day, left, right. Not a single one of them swiped right. So, listen, if they don't like my 5'9" self, kick them to the curb. If I want to have NBA children, I'll find someone else. You ladies missed out. You want some nice, fine Italian NBA children? You missed out. Ship has sailed. Unless you swipe on me again and it shows up, then ship has not sailed. I lied. Ship is always in port, actually. Yeah, so that was that. I'll try it again. I don't know. I should change my height range to like 6'5". Honestly, I feel like if you're really tall, it's hard to date. It's hard to find guys that they have to be really tall or they might be uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable. I would date a tall girl in 2 seconds. I do not care. If you don't care, I don't care. I would be fine with a tall girl. So, yeah, it's all good, bro. Like, if you're tall and you're listening to this, it's all good, guys. I got to start going on lives again and trying to find my wife there. I need new strategies. No, it's fine. I'm not that desperate, guys. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, man. I'm not at the stage where I'm a weird, creepy uncle trying to go to the massage parlor. I'm not Justin Tucker. Listen, guys. And that wouldn't do anything for me. Someone poking my wiener with a stick? What is that? Is it alive? Nope. Yeah, so that doesn't... Whatever, man. Whatever, guys. We don't need to keep talking about this. My water is almost done. That is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. This episode was once again sponsored by NordVPN and NordPass. If you go to meatsangria.com, click on the sponsor section, you can get our link to NordVPN and NordPass. Thank you so much. Remember, you can also suggest a topic if you want. Yeah, this is always so hard saying goodbye to you guys. You're all so amazing. And then I'm alone when you guys leave. It's just me and my fuzzy suit I'm sweating my ass off in. I should not have said I sweat in this because that makes it less sellable. God damn it. If anyone wants this, let me know. I'm going to put it up on eBay. And if any of you want to find my eBay, that's a dangerous thing. I should probably put it up in a few months so you guys can't find my eBay. Got to think about these things. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend, life, if this is the last episode you're ever going to watch. Peace, yeah.